Alright, cool. As you wish.
As you wish.
Alright.
The system loves us?
Yes.
Alright. It was a relief to leave the crime scene, considering all that had happened. When I reached into my pocket to take a look at the list, however, I felt something unexpected. It was a small piece of paper with the word Tatsu written on it. How did it get there? It was from... My earlier encounter with the masked person was the only time today if someone was close enough to smuggle something into my pocket. I figured if someone like Bryce had to do something like that, he definitely would have noticed. Alright, cool. So, Tatsu Park was useful last time. We managed to get the bloody bandage, which was definitely important.
We never went to the grocery store. We have yet to visit the grocery store, and this is
we went to the library as well, which, as I seem to recall, didn't get us anything useful.
Yeah, can we try the grocery store?
So
I really want to see it.
What about with the production facility?
So the question is, do we want to go for the other two because we haven't seen them yet, or do we want to go to Tatsu Park again because we know it has something of interest to us?
Shrug.
I kind of want to go to the grocery store. Because we never got the option to go there again. Or like we got it one more time, but we had shit to do.
I mean, alright. We can go to the grocery store and then decide later.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I entered the store, the sound of a bell alerting the staff to my arrival.
It's so Japanese.
Seeing the patrons browsing the shelves, neatly stocked with wares of all kinds, evoked some feelings of nostalgia and normalcy in me. This must be the store Reyes has been shopping at. Who's he talking to? Hey, I think I've seen her before.
Yes, the little pig dragon!
Alright,
I got it. Obviously.
Alright. I'm sorry, but this prescription has expired. It's a weird voice. I can't fill it like this. You'll need to tell your parents to visit the doctor so he can write you a new one.
She turned around, nearly running into me when she suddenly bolted towards the door.
Hello, Zani. How can I help you?
Wait, aren't you the bartender from the other day?
Did we run into a bartender the other day?
We did.
Oh, hey, it's that guy.
Yeah, he's just a different outfit.
Yeah, it's hard
Oh.
to tell though.
And so now basically what we've determined is that you are supposed to be reading for him and you totally ruined his voice.
So
Got
we do the scene.
No, I think we're good.
Maybe he uses different voices with different outfits. So he'll be that kind of guy.
Sure, he is a method actor. He is now acting the part of a store clerk who is also the Wicked Witch of the West.
My pretty.
Wait, I might have lost the voice with all this laughing.
Damn it.
That I am. Did you have fun that evening?
Yeah, you got some interesting drinks, if I do say so myself.
Did you enjoy what you tried? You haven't even experienced a fraction of what I have to offer.
Is that a challenge?
More of an invitation, really. You can come by any time if you are interested in seeing what else I have in store.
Thanks, I'll keep that in mind.
Anyway, how can I help you?
I want to know who with that.
Same.
You mean the girl? That's Vera. She comes here occasionally to pick up her mother's prescription.
Yeah.
Of course I do. It's only been a few days since he was last here.
This will sound a little unusual. Can you tell me what he bought?
Aren't you just talking about last time, or every time you came here?
Both, I suppose. He came here more than once?
He's been visiting pretty regularly, now that I think about it.
Interesting.
I can look up his purchases if you like.
Wow.
That would be really helpful.
Shouldn't be too hard. Just give me a second.
I watched him carefully navigate the register's buttons, soon followed by the sound of the attached printer.
Here you go. Receipts from all his purchases.
Well, that was easy.
Since our government takes care of all his purchases, they're filed separately. It was simple to pull them up.
Looks like he bought mostly food and snacks, sometimes magazines. But why was he buying lemons every single time?
I don't know. I wonder what he would do with lemons.
Right?
I can't say that I didn't notice, but I figured it was just a human thing. Humans love eating lemons.
Right? Strange. In any case, that was more information than I expected. You have my thanks.
You're welcome. Let me know if you need anything.
What am I even looking for?
Look at the health aisle.
Let's look at the health aisle.
We gotta see what this is like.
Everything from food supplements to skincare and even birth control. The variance in product size is astounding, especially when talking about the birth control.
Oh dear.
I think these ones could fit on my arm. Meat, of course. Lots and lots of meat. Fresh meat, smoked meat, cured meat, dried meat, repackaged meat, prepared meat, ready-to-eat meat, meat snacks, burgers, kebab, nuggets, whole hams, bacon, meatloaf, sausages, blah 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 blah.
Pancake. Do they have pancake
Meat
waffles?
ice.
And a partridge in a pear tree.
Picnic waffle cones.
Chocolate coated waffle meat.
God damn it.
Chocolate coated waffle
Chocolate-covered
meat.
bacon with extra bacon.
And that's not even all of it. Needless to say, they have that area covered.
Bacon wrapped ham.
They have a surprisingly big selection. Since when do dragons eat bread anyway?
These ones do.
I guess at least I'm covered in case I want any melon bread.
Oh, who's the...
Oh, hey you.
Oh my god, she's got a box on her head. What?
She's also wearing gloves.
Are you talking to me?
Yes. What do you say, melon or lemon bread? I mean, the only difference between the two is like one letter. So how am I supposed to choose?
I don't think that's how it works. Why don't you just go with the one you think you'll like more?
That's a good idea. Why didn't I think of that? Because I'm an airhead.
Why was that a cardboard box on her head?
Yes.
Well, that was kind of inexplicable.
Who would have thought that dragons are big on produce? I don't even recognize some of these. Alright. Enough browsing. I should go back to what I came here for. Yay! We got an achievement! We're looking at everything.
Bless you.
Suppose that's all I can do here. Alright. Now what? We should visit the production facility. We haven't been there yet. It might hit something new. We might meet some new characters.
Yeah.
Okay.
Screw Tossing Bark. It's not like it's important. We already got the achievement for doing well in this investigation anyway. Reza was allegedly here at some point. Maybe I should ask Anna. Hello? Anybody here?
She's...
Oh, it's her assistant. Who was reading for her assistant, and how did he sound?
I don't remember.
Wait, was that me?
Yes. Can I help you?
Was that his voice?
I want to say it was Caleb.
I think it was. It might have been me. Shit. Can I help you? I was just looking for Anna. This is her lab, right? Why don't I ever get any recognition? This is my lab as much as it is hers.
And it's very rude for you to call it her assistant. It's his lab too.
Either way, Anna is not here. Would that be all? Since you work here, maybe you can help me instead. Oh, of course. Your precious Anna isn't here, so you'll have to settle for me. I see how it is.
Yes, you do.
That's not what I meant. Of course. Let's just get this over with. You could start by telling me who you are. Here's the short version. My name's Damien. I work in this facility, and I'm unfortunate enough to live the nightmare of having to deal with Anna on a daily basis. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you, too. And you are? You don't know who I am? Shh. Of course I know who you are, but your assumption validated the point I was going to make. You see, this whole thing about you coming here has been blown out of proportion, like it's some huge event that everyone should be celebrating.
Yeah, and it's just an alien visiting.
Right? Newsflash, not everyone cares. Once both of you are gone, life will return to normal, and we can all go back to what we actually should be doing.
And then die from an asteroid.
I imagine a lot of it has to do with those human myths you have. I can only reiterate, not everyone cares. What exactly did you want again? Has Reza been here recently? Do you know anything about Reza's visits to this facility? I've seen him a few times. He would come by to ask about the progress of the generators. Heh, There was one time when Anna told him she'd have news, but when he came over, she just wanted to run some tests on him. Did he go through with it?
No.
No. He wanted some compensation, I suppose. Nothing she could offer satisfied him, however, and that was that. Why do you care about that?
Because I'm nosy.
Maybe I want to find out what kind of person she is. You might have an idea. I'll put it this way. I've known her far too long. So that's good. His research first.
Yeah.
Right now, guess who got tasked with running all those tests on your blood? You did? That's right. While she goes out and does whatever the heck she wants, I get to keep an eye on the experiment. Any interesting results? Not just yet, but soon we'll know more about your body than you do. What about cancer research? She thinks she can cure it, but she's out of her mind. Is that such a bad thing? The way she does it? Yes. She's wasting resources that could be better spent on projects with an actual chance of success. Guess that's all. Thanks for your help. Yeah.
My name's Damien. I'm an asshole.
Yay! We interrogated Damien. Go us! The afternoon sun hung low in the sky, and I decided it was time to report my findings to the police. A brief call to the department, and I was on my way to an appointment with Sebastian. Yay! We've already experienced this.
Yep.
Shoop. Anyway, oh right, that's you.
Hi.
I'm sorry. When I'm talking to myself, I just like keep going afterwards because I'm
I get
I'm
that.
just used to it.
Anyway, you said you had some information for us. What'd you find? The receipts you got are interesting. There might be something more to them, or they could just be a useless record of his eating habits. You never know what you might find out about a person or their habits or their plans this way. I'm not sure if there's anything special about Anna wanting Rez's blood. I mean, she's a scientist, so it's natural that she'd be interested in something like that. We'll have to talk to her about it, though. Maybe she has some more details for us. Well done, Zani. This gives us some solid points from which we can continue our investigation. In any case, thanks for your help. We really do appreciate it.
You're welcome.
That should be all. Since Bryce still hasn't come back, I assume the search is still going on, and I better get out there and help him. Guess it's gonna be a long day. Can you find your way back to your apartment?
Of course.
Alright, I'll see you later.
Good luck. All right. Looks like there are some messages on the answering machine. Wait, we get messages?
Apparently.
Hey, I was just thinking about last time. I know we got a little blackout drunk, but I still thought that was kind of fun. I think you had some fun too, but I also wanted to show you there's more to me than that. So I was just wondering if you wanted to come over just to hang out and relax, you know? We only get to see each other when things are all serious, and I bet it's rough for you with everything that's going on. I figured you might want to get away from that a little. Anyway, if you want to drop by at any time, my door's open, buddy. Considering what happened last time, entering the literal dragon's den could either turn out really well or not so much.
I wonder if his wording would have changed.
Oh hey, we
if
can meet
he
with the
was, like,
store
a
clerk.
female.
Huh.
Ha! All sorts of new options are becoming open to us.
Uh-huh.
So let's meet with
go
Bryce
see
first.
Bryce.
Hey, Zonny. Good to see you. Your face.
What?
You do.
What's wrong with your face?
Wait a minute. Something seems different here. What do you mean? Oh, that's it. We're both sober. I thought we weren't going to mention that.
You never said that.
Right. Don't mind the chaos. This is just a temporary arrangement. He led me inside and motioned to the couch. Well, when I took a seat and looked around, I realized that his apartment was obviously designed with only a single person in mind. Some days all you can do is be glad they're over. Long day at work? You know how it is at the police department, especially with everything going on. Bad time.
Yeah.
Heck no. I could use some good company right now. So what do you usually do for fun in your world? You meet with friends, I guess? Strong question mark.
You're probably a reader, but like at the same time, you don't really spend time outside. We kind of established that.
Yeah. Outside is dangerous.
Do you work out? Do you even lift, bro?
I don't think you even left,
Bro.
bro.
Left. I think let's meet with friends. Right with you on that one. How about you? Different things. A little bit of this, a little bit of that. You know how it is. That's not very specific. Alright, I'll show you something, but promise me you won't laugh, okay?
He LARPs.
Sure.
No, he's a furry.
Good. He went to a shelf on the far side of the room and picked up a long object, carrying it in his maw as he returned to the table before me and gently set it down. It was a wooden model ship.
Huh.
From first appearances, I guessed it was a child's first attempt at assembling a model. While the shape was recognizable, there were odd pieces jutting out or not fitting together properly. In some places, globs of dried glue remained from excessive use. Who's the
Wow.
Parkinson? What's this? I think.
What's this? What's this?
Well, you asked about my hobbies. I guess this is the latest one. Even though I try, I don't always make the best decisions. I know I'm not the most patient person. But in my line of work, you never know what they're going to throw at you next, so you always have to be prepared. You can't have any exploitable weaknesses.
He's supposed to do
Well, yeah.
I'd say that that's, a pretty good job for someone without hands.
No talking while we're reading dialogue.
Yeah, tell that to Alex. His favorite pastime is interrupting my dialogue.
Hey, some things need to be interjections.
Yeah, that's nice, Alex. Stop interrupting my dialogue.
Alright, I will only interrupt Jonathan's dialogue, and also your dialogue sometimes. And Tim's.
Fucking cut you.
I mean, that's just Maverick's way. He just kind of just interrupts whatever the fuck he wants.
He's like an interrupting.
I'm on the trail.
I don't know, that was a pretty good Maverick voice.
But in my line of work, you never know what they're going to throw at you next, so you always have to be prepared. You can't have any exploitable weaknesses. And of course, I want to be fit for duty. As the chief, people look up to me, so I have to be at my best at all times. We can both tell the model's not very good. I don't really have the patience or the dexterity for it. But I tried my hand at this to get better. Sure, it took me way longer than it should have, and my claws were covered in glue for a week afterwards. But, these models aren't even intended for us. They're made for runners like Sebastian, who have the proper hands to do that stuff. I know the ship isn't much, but it's something. And maybe, if I keep trying, I'll get better. Wait a minute, you have ships? Not in this town, but yeah, we have ships alright. Why does that surprise you? I just find it interesting because where I come from, we also have vehicles for land and air travel. Well, some of us can fly, and some of us can run well, but none of us can swim beyond the seas. Do we even have different continents? Not that I know of. You'd probably have to ask someone who knows more about our world than I do. How can you not know about something like that? Well, we do get the occasional explorer who ventures out into uncharted seas, but I don't really keep track of that kind of thing. Would you want to visit, if they ever found one? I can't say that I don't find the thoughts exciting, but in the end, I've got my people here, and they need their chief. Maybe you could take a vacation, see what's out there. Ha! If I ever have time for that, maybe. Can you swim? Not particularly well. You may have noticed that I'm not exactly streamlined.
Yeah, let's flatter and call him the pinnacle of masculinity.
Glad you think so. These muscles are the result of years of hard work. Alright, put your hand on my forearm. Don't you technically have 4 legs? I guess, but it's easier to say forearm than specifying the upper part of my foreleg. Besides, using the word leg might get misinterpreted. That might make you think of my thigh, and that would be something else entirely.
Oh dear. Oh dear.
Oh my god. I think we should just go safe with this.
Alright.
Yeah, let's not go come on too strong.
I placed my hand on the upper part of his foreleg, somewhat surprised at the warmth radiating from his scales. Hope you're ready, because here I go. His forearm shifted, the shape of his muscles changing as they became more defined. In a moment, they were firm and bulging, his scales flaring under the stress and looking as though they might pop off at any moment. They reminded me of a flexing bodybuilder in a skin-tight lycra suit. After a few seconds, his muscles relaxed and regained their former shape. See, that's what I'm talking about. I'm impressed.
Yeah.
Didn't expect that, huh? It's too bad that all those muscles couldn't help you when Reza got away and you got stuck on those stairs.
Well, that's probably a sore point.
Hey, that wasn't my fault. It was the damn stairs. Speaking of which, this whole case has been completely insane. Us always a step behind Reza, and Maverick running around trying to catch him himself. I wonder what he's been up to. Maverick?
Watching.
No, go away. Yeah. We had an interesting conversation not too long ago. What? When exactly was that? When I went into town to check your list of places Reza had been to. How come you didn't say anything about that before? I didn't think it was anything worth mentioning. It was a pretty one-sided conversation anyway. Alright, maybe you should start from the beginning. I don't want to say he's crazy, but I have no idea what he's talking about. Me neither. You know, next time you should let the police decide whether something like that is worth mentioning or not. Why did you not tell us about this again? I thought it was just Maverick being Maverick. He's not normally like that. I don't get it. Why has he been acting like that? Do you think he's onto something? I don't know, but there must be a reason behind his behavior.
Maybe he's right about this.
You think so? Considering everything that's happened here so far, it's possible. That would put you in a very bad position. I know, but if it was him, I can't change what he's done. I can only try to help you as much as possible. I'm just thinking out loud, but Reza was the first of your kind to come here. He arranged the generator and PDA trade, and you came through the portal to deliver your part of the deal. Did your people have any goals or long-term plans for us? Or was this exchange going to be a one-off thing? It was supposed to be a scouting mission more than anything. A test to see if this kind of business relationship could work out. And if it did, it would make humanity very happy. Things aren't looking good on that front right now, though. But yeah, that's another reason why I'm helping you. However this whole thing turns out, no matter what happens, I've got your back, okay? Likewise. Now that's the spirit. Hey, I'm gonna grab myself a beer. You want one? Sure. I don't see why not.
Just one this time, though.
Alright.
Wonder if you're gonna get it in a bowl.
Bryce got up and left through one of the doors to fetch his beer, leaving me alone in the room.
Snoop!
Let's look at that magazine.
Yeah.
We're stoop. Bold letters proclaim the magazine's title as Universal Fitness, its models on the cover catching my eye with their confident and athletic poses. Headlines like Stronger, Thicker Tales, and Amazing Tips for Burning Passion gave me an indication of its topics.
Dear.
Curiosity got the best of me, and I found myself staring at the first double page, which profiled their Athlete of the Month. It was accompanied by a range of pictures showing off the athlete's body from different angles in a number of poses. Hey, we got an achievement! When I heard the door creak open, I quickly put the magazine back on the table before Bryce slumbered back into sight. He had the hamburger-filled basket clamped in his maw. He carefully set the basket on the coffee table and took out the beers one by one. Once he was done, he swatted the empty basket into a far corner. Help yourself if you like. Bryce's store-bought beer looked very different from what I had seen in the bar. They were presented in large plastic bowls that were sealed at the top, reminding me of yogurt containers. He broke the seal on one of the containers with his claw and proceeded to drink it noisily. Sweet, sweet nectar. Always does its job. You know, you can keep looking at that magazine if you want. Not surprised you'd be curious. Hey, I'm not the one who bought it. You didn't mind looking when you had the opportunity. It's nothing to be ashamed of. Let me guess, you only buy it for the articles. Believe it or not, but their fitness tips are actually pretty good. The pictures are just a bonus. Can I ask you something? Go for it. Please don't take this the wrong way, but I watched how you carried the beer. I was going to ask how you do daily tasks, like shopping, for example, but I guess those baskets are your best friends. That's just how we do things around here. Not sure why that's so special to you. That makes me wonder. I know you can use your forelegs well enough for things, but what about your hind legs? Can you walk on those? Good question. If you're just talking about my species, some of us can, at least a little. But me, I probably wouldn't be able to take more than 2 steps that way. Interesting. Maybe that's something I should practice as well. Be a good exercise and discipline. Regardless, I wouldn't be part of any competition anytime soon. You have competitions? Oh, yes. Each species gets their own athletic competitions with a few events every other year. That sounds fun. Ever thought of joining in? It's not really my kind of thing. I mean, it's always just about who's the best and the strongest, and who has the biggest muscles and all that. I'm not into that whole competitive lifestyle. And some of those events can also be a bit dangerous. One accident and it could be over for me as chief. That sounds rough. What kind of competitions do you have? They usually highlight the individual species' strengths and abilities. We get to do strength-based stuff. The flyers get to fly, the runners get to run, and so on. Speaking of which, it's kind of funny just how upright you are when you move. The runners lean forward and use their big tails for balance, whereas you have yours tucked into whatever that is you're wearing. Actually, we don't have tails. Are you kidding me? Not at all. Seriously? Everything alive has a tail. How can you just not have one?
Ooh.
Evolution, I
Yeah.
suppose?
Yeah. That is the reason.
Guess you were robbed of more than just your fur. But tails are wonderful. Just look at mine. That's a pretty wicked weapon right there. And you just have nothing? Can't help it. You know what? I don't believe you.
Oh dear.
I'm not sure how I can make this any more clear. Show me.
I choose. Do we moon the dragon?
I mean, he has no idea how nudity is a thing in human culture.
Right? Oh my god. We should fucking do it.
Just do
Alright,
it.
let's do it.
Alright. Here goes nothing. I can't believe it. You really don't have a tail. Told you so. Why do you cover it all up anyway? It's a human thing. We usually don't show our bodies to strangers. So, friends are fine? That would be an unusual friendship. Let's just say that displaying that area would usually imply more. Is that so? Okay, so we've got tails covered, but what about wings?
You're like,
Ooh, subject
Let's still move along here.
I don't think we can call those little things on my back wings. What are they then? Articulated pieces of armor, I guess. Can you flap them? I can try. Bryce got up on all fours, grounding his body in preparation for what was to come. His face contorted into a grimace as his upper body strained. He held the pose for a few seconds, but nothing happened except for his continuous grunt of effort. Then suddenly, his wings started to move. Slowly at first, they swayed up and down. They gradually picked up speed and moved with a rhythm that could rightfully be called flapping. It reminded me of the pigeons I often saw back home. After holding it for a few seconds, he breathed a sigh of relief as he relaxed and the flapping motion stopped again. A single bead of sweat rolled down the side of his face as he looked at me, panting.
He's a dinosaur. He doesn't sweat.
That was awesome. Yeah, that was certainly a first. Too bad they don't have any flapping competitions for my species. That was exhausting. Just the right time for a beer. Should you really have another beer? Why? Did you want the last one? We can share. No, but you said there was more to you than getting drunk, and this is your third one already. If you say it like that, you make me sound like an alcoholic or something. I just forgot, okay? Okay. So I've been wondering, what does it take for someone to become humanity's ambassador?
Not be dead or shitty.
The lowest bar.
Yeah.
I'm still not quite sure how I ended up here. I guess in my case it was a combination of the right degrees, volunteering, and a great deal of luck. But what kind of job did you have before that? Were you like a politician, or a diplomat, or what? Actually, I was none of those things. Raisin maybe, but certainly not me. I guess it's not like you needed ambassadors to represent humanity before, right? It makes the whole process a first, unless you had aliens show up at your place before. It's funny that you say that, because for a while there actually was speculation that you were aliens. Well, it's not like we fly around in spaceships or anything. Strictly speaking, the word alien refers to any form of life that doesn't originate from our own planet. So that makes us aliens to each other, huh? Well, I'm not sure if that would be a good descriptor for your kind. Oh? Why not? Let's just say that where I come from, the word often carries negative connotations with it. That's no good. What does that make us, then? I don't know. Maybe we'll have to make up a new word for sentient, civilized dragons.
Such as dragons.
What do you think about humans, anyway? I know many others have their own ideas of what humans are, or what they're supposed to be. I'm not buying into all that, so I'll just take it as it is. And how is it? Well, you've been interesting enough so far. And Reza, I'm reserving judgment on that one. It's so funny to see people talking about humans all the time and what your presence could mean, while I'm one of the few who's actually gotten to meet you and knows what you're like. And people still don't know about Reza. That'll certainly be interesting. What do you think will happen once the truth gets out? I'll start worrying about that once we know what the truth actually is. Fair point. You work with the police long enough, you learn not to have any preconceived notions about such things. Take things as they are, and do what's necessary. I imagine you've seen many things as chief. I certainly have. They're usually not the kind of thing I should tell people about, though. Why not? Not sure how it's done where you are from, but here people usually don't like me telling them about the horrible things I see at work. I've probably seen worse.
Probably.
What? You want to trade stories?
Not really.
Not really. I see. Man, look at the time. We spent all afternoon talking. Guess I should be heading back to my apartment. Yeah, it's getting pretty late, and I still have to prepare some stuff for tomorrow. Can you find your way out? Yeah. See you soon, then. See you.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Goodbye.
What's your
Alright.
status for
Yeah.
people?
Nothing
Bye-bye.
going on. Hey, guess I can do whatever.
But yeah, what's your status? And then time to end the episode.
Good on Rice, as we would expect, and neutral on everybody else.
No one dead yet, though, so that's nice.
No one's dead yet.
Well, no one was dead yet this time in the last run either.